What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Fins Tailgate. I am your host, El Capitan, Chris Adams. This is the tailgate party that never stops. We've been trying to get this episode on for the last couple days. I got Brandan the bookie with me. Brandan, say what's up,
guys?
And I've got introducing my best friend. You guys can know him as Tonk. Tonk 7, honky tonk 7, and a get you win, but there goes my camera, guys. Take it over, Tonk.
That's what happens when
Take it over.
So this is a podcast we're gonna be trying to do about sports, things related to sports, statistics, games, likeness, cards, betting, just try to navigate around, league of
all
sports.
of it.
Politics sometimes too. We got a lockout.
No, not politics, dude. I didn't say that. I said all of it, not politics. We ain't talking politics. We'll do that on another show. I'm just busting your balls, buddy. Hold on, let me get my camera figured out, guys.
Lockout is politics of sports.
Oh, true that. Touche, dog. You right. Brandan.
Yep.
My camera's not working, as you can see. I'm gonna get her fixed out, but this is the Giants Dolphins review or preview. Why don't you go ahead and start us off, man?
Yeah, sure. Well, as the news obviously coming out is we've got a few injuries. Giants are relatively healthy except for obviously Daniel Jones is going to be out of this game. So we got old Mike Glennon, and I don't think that strikes fear in pretty much anybody. They do have Saquon back, but as everybody knows, he has not looked the same since he's been injured.
I've got a ton of statistics and scouting report over here, so I'll get to it here momentarily. Brent, you do have the injury report there, do you, bud?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and start us off, Brent, with the injury report? And am I back on, boys?
You're back.
Can you see me? All right. Yeah. Let me get this all straightened out.
You had to show me how to share this so we can get other people. How do you get people to view it?
Oh, dog, I'll hook you up after this. It's already on live, so it'll be on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and everybody, please make sure to like, subscribe, holler, get in the comment sections. Brandon's on here. When I have just more than me, Brandan here, he can help me run the comments. So if you guys have questions, feel free. Brandan will bring it up. He'll let us know. We'll try to answer your questions. Anything you guys want to ask us is fine, unless you're not trying to see some naked pictures of me, in which case you got to pay me some money, dog. So, but yeah, guys, before we get this thing kicked off, please like, subscribe, comment, holler at your boys. We're looking to do the community. I'm actually going to be going to the Jets game. Dolphins, Jets. I'm going with my family. I'll be there with my wife, my kids, my dad, my uncle. My uncle will be showing up there. We're going to try to put together a couple more people. We're going to be tailgating and partying. I'll have more on that coming up as the game gets closer. But also, guys, real quick, while we're here, as you guys know, anyone who's been following the show or watching the show knows that I like to give cards away on this for people who try to help us out. So if you take the show and you like, you subscribe, and you share the show on, from YouTube to Facebook or Twitter or something like that, and then you email me at the Fins Tailgate on Gmail, it's rolling there on the bottom. I have a free Michael Strahan card,
nice,
or a free Phil Simms card. So that's for Jets week this week. I also still have, guys, around here somewhere is the Dan Marino card right here. Still got this Dan Marino card for anyone who wants it. If you like, subscribe, and share on all social medias, this bad boy could be yours. If you do it and you're cool as hell, and you might get all these cards. Who knows? So, all right, Tom, let's go ahead. Start out with the Dolphins injury report for us, please.
Okay. So, linebacker Trent Harris, he injured his ankle. He hasn't participated all week, and he's out for the game.
That's on the Giants, Trent Harris, right? Yeah, I have that. I have that on here.
I'm sorry.
Can you do the Dolphins, though? Because I have a little spiel. Thank you, buddy.
I didn't mean to do that.
No problem, brother.
So Miami Dolphins, running back Philip Lindsay, same injury at ankle. He's been limited this week, and it's doubtful that he's going to play. Running back Philip Lindsay.
Yeah, I know Philip Lindsay. He looked great last week, and you know what,
I
man?
wanted to see more.
I wanted to see more of him, but what's his name's coming back this week, right? Brown's supposed to be coming back, Brandon, if I recall correctly.
Okay.
He's supposed to be coming back, so we
A
won't
little
have
bit of a letdown.
He's
But
not
Yeah, I mean,
list. Brown.
who Brown? Yeah, I know he's not because he's coming
not
off
even on the
injury.
list.
Yeah, he's not. So he should be in there for Lindsay. So it's not like we're gonna be down a back. Go ahead. Who's on the list, bud?
Tight end Adam Shaheen.
Shaheen. Yep.
Knee injury, doubtful. He's been participating limitedly. Cornerback, Trill Williams.
Yeah. Trill. I don't
Hamstring.
think he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna play, man. He's
doubtful.
questionable, isn't he? Yeah, I think they moved him to doubtful.
So,
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna play.
Kathy's going by doubtful to questionable as
Yeah.
a list. So safety Brandon Jones, ankle and elbow, questionable. He's been limited with participation.
I saw him on the interviews. I think he's gonna be there. I don't worry about him.
we need him.
We definitely need him. Boy comes
We
down
need
and
him.
lays wood,
Safety,
man. He's
yeah.
he's good on that blitz package too. And that's pretty much it on the Dolphins, right? They're pretty clean on the rest of the end, right? Nobody else is missing on there. You don't see anybody else. I mean,
Robert Hunt, wasn't he on it?
Is Robert Hunt on that list still?
Yeah,
this is the updated version, correct?
Yeah. This is the one you sent me today, I think.
And that's okay. So and also this is Josh Houts we got off Twitter. Josh, thanks for the update and stuff. Josh Houts. Yeah.
Yeah, he sent us over the injury report.
All right, cool.
Linebacker Jalen Phillips.
I know it's hard to read that thing. It's so small, man. I wish I could have sent you a bigger thing.
It's okay.
All right, brother. That's good. I know Phillips is going to be all right too, so I think we're good on that. So listen, I went ahead and did
Quick question though. Quick question. Have you even seen lately about Noah? Do they even put him on?
Bro, they are hiding Noah. They're hiding him.
Active, inactive. Listen, he's obviously inactive, but
I think he's just healthy scratch. Can
he not even help on special teams? I mean,
I don't know. I every now and again I see
track star. Why don't we have him doing some kick returns or something?
All I know is that every now and again I look on a Dolphins game when I'm watching. I'm like, holy shit, that's Noah. Like, he didn't even know he was out there. So they slip him in for some snaps. I think people forget, dude, he was a kid. Like, he was 19 when we drafted him or something, or just turned 20. He's a young man, and I get it that we picked him in the first round. I don't know. I think it's kind of like
young too.
I know that, bro, but it's kind of like, well, Holland he's a year older than Noah.
He came out as the junior, but he missed the whole previous year at Oregon because he sat out.
I know, but I'm pretty sure he's like, I think he's still like 6 or 8 months older than friggin' Noah. Like, that's how young Noah is. So I'm not certain on that. Don't quote me on that. But I think, bro, I think when he comes out, he's gonna not just be like good, he's gonna be great. Because
so you still have some hope for him?
I don't just have hope. I think he's gonna come out bursting onto the scene when he comes out, because it's either he's gonna come out bursting on the scene or he's gonna be bursting his ass on the way back home, because he ain't gonna play football no more. Because there ain't no way you're gonna wait. If we don't see him in year 3, you're dead to me. No, well, I don't know, bro. Hopefully we get to see the kid soon. All right, so I did a little bit of scouting report on the Giants because, the Giants got some other shit going on right now. Daniel Jones ain't in. He's got a boo-boo neck, which I don't understand. I guess he got a hurt neck. And Mike Glennon's going to be starting. And football fans know that Goofy Glennon ain't nobody to fear. He's got the weirdest throwing motion. It's like he's throwing everything on a rope. But I told you this stat off air, Brandon. Remember, I said that Mike Glennon since 2016 has been on 6 different teams. And also He's 6 different teams since he
used to
left
play
Tampa.
too.
He played at Tampa, and then he played at Las
He was in
Vegas,
Chicago.
Chicago. He played on the Jags last year, and now he's on the Giants. And, you know, his stats from since that 2015 when he was on Tampa and actually played football, his stats have looked very consistent. His they're not good, but he does
Consistent in a
have like
bad way.
consistent and like he's got a couple hundred yards and a couple touchdowns and more interceptions than touchdowns a lot
Well,
of the times.
I'm just worried about like what is the game plan gonna be for the Giants? I mean, I know what the Dolphins and Flores has in mind. It's gonna be blitz his ass, line up man to man.
They're gonna do what they've been doing because
exactly,
broke,
but I
don't
mean,
fix
how
it.
are they gonna fix it? Because I don't know how you attack this defense with that. Because isn't Kadarius Toney out for the game?
He's doubtful, and so is
Galladay, right?
Sterling Sharp. No, Galladay's gonna play.
Okay.
So here, let me finish the injury report. They got tight end Caden Smith. He's got a knee injury, and outside linebacker Trent Harris, which Brent mentioned earlier, he's got an ankle injury, and both of them are on IR. They're not playing. I guess Trent Harris is trying to push through, but he's been injured all season. Their tight end, Kyle Rudolph, is expected to come back this week. But if he doesn't, then they'll have to go to their third tight end. And not everybody remembers this guy, but it's Chris Myrick. And he used to play on the Dolphins.
Yeah.
We picked him up as an undrafted free agent in 2019. So he's from St. Pete. He's probably going to be playing no matter what and potentially be starting. And who knows, if he's out there starting, maybe there'll be a nice prop bet. Brandon, what do you think, buddy? Boy, St. Pete.
In order to get some stats, you got to have a quarterback in time to throw, and that's what I'm worried about.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying that, if there was ever a time that Chris Merrick, St. Pete kid, playing in New York, which I don't care what he says. If you grew up in St. Pete and you're on the New York Giants, it's not where you thought you were going to go because it's freezing up there. If he's at home and he's playing, he's got family at the stadium. That kid's going to show out if he gets on the field.
Yeah.
If there was ever a time to get a touchdown on that kid.
I know, but this is a terrible
I'm not saying I like betting against my Dolphins. I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm just talking about the deal.
In general, I just don't. I mean, look, I could be totally wrong, and this is going to be the week that somehow the Giants put up 40 points. But I just don't
do not
see
say that. Do not say that. Don't whammy
that
me
would
with
go
them
against
40 points.
that would go against everything, all logic, because I don't see how they're going to get to 10 points.
No, they don't. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of their statistics right here, guys, because this is pretty ugly. Listen to this shit, Brent. So, Mike Glennon, he's got on the year, because I guess he played another game this year, he's got 196 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and a 68.1 quarterback rating right now for the Giants, which is terrible because I don't know if he came in relief or what, because that's not a lot of yards. And also, like I said, he's, it's been ugly. But on the contrary of everything I've said about Mike Glennon, his passer rating career-wise is 83.1, which actually isn't too bad in the rating, but it's respectable.
It keeps you in the league.
As you can see, teams keep hiring the goofball.
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you need, guy, a seasoned veteran for a Daniel Jones. They call him Danny Dimes, and I was listening to Go Time Dolphins. What's up, guys? Go Time. Charlie, I'm happy you're back, buddy, man. It's awesome. And Charlie said this. He goes, I used to call, Daniel Jones Danny Dimes, or they used to call him. He goes, I call him Danny Nichols now. I totally whammied him with a Danny Nichols.
Yeah.
And, but Saquon Barkley, as everyone knows, he's been banged up all year. His numbers are atrocious. The guy Dante Booker has better numbers than him. He has 73 attempts, Saquon Barkley, and he's only got 260 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's
Mm.
only got 24 receiving yards. His average yard per carry is 3.6. That is ugly for a guy who was,
Yeah.
I mean, we were all,
His pedigree.
we thought MVP. I mean, he looked good. And then Devontae Booker, he's got 2 touchdowns, average of 3.7, and he's got 340 yards, and the snaps were right around the same amount. But Kenny Golladay, he hasn't looked that good. They paid a lot of money. I'll tell you what, I wish I would have bought Kenny Golladay instead of Will Fuller. At least he plays football. Jeez Louise.
Can't argue with that.
Did you hear Will Fuller supposedly like shattered his finger or something? They don't even expect him to come back.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's probably punched on that ATM too hard, cashing all that Stephen Ross money and broke his finger.
Yeah. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching,
Yep.
cha-ching. Sitting there over there using it on Amazon late at night, not playing football. He's over here playing Amazon order shit. Kenny Golladay, though, back to him. He's got 28 receptions for 372 yards. He still is the same kind of guy. He's got an average of 16.2 yards per catch. What's crazy is, though, his but listen, his long ball is only 28 yards. So he's pretty much catching all that. You know what I'm saying? He's getting 20-yard passes almost every time. So as we know, he's kind of the guy that they want to get loose on the backside and get over the top with. So good luck, Kenny Golladay, because Javon Holland's out there, and boy is a shark. He plays for the Dolphins.
Byron Jones is probably going to be shadowing him.
I don't know. That's a good. I don't know. Probably Byron usually is the guy that shadows, but you know what? They like.
I don't
to
know
mix
if
him
he's
up.
going to be playing though.
Oh no, that you're thinking of Brandon Jones. That was Brandon Jones.
Byron Jones. Oh, okay.
That was Brandon. Yeah. He said Byron, not Brandon.
Yeah.
So that's their offense, pretty much, guys. And we already said Kadarius Toney. He's doubtful. Sterling Shepard. He's doubtful. I don't expect to see either one of them. If Kadarius Toney does play, though, that's the only weapon I'm worried about right now, because when he has been on the field as of recent, he's been doing what he did in Florida, right, Brando?
Yeah, I mean, he can get loose.
They got a lot of players on injury. Kyle Rudolph.
I talked about him, Brett. He said he's supposed to come in this week, though. Well, he might play, but I don't know.
But I just want to go to real quick, like you mentioned about Saquon, and just the numbers are way down for what you expect from him. You look at him, you look at McCaffrey. Nobody can argue how talented these guys are, but man, maybe Flores and Greer were onto something. You don't want to tie up too much money, and I understand. And there's very few. Look at even Ezekiel Elliott. Not saying Ezekiel Elliott's a bad player, but
he doesn't look like the guy. He doesn't look like the guy that was jumping in the friggin' thing on Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
No, jumping in the barrel on Christmas, just storming mofos, dude. I mean, it's looked ugly.
You got to have an offense that's really tame to running backs if you want to do well. Like when Leonard Fournette was with Jacksonville, he wasn't that good of a player. They didn't use him well, but then he's with the Bucks. And
they fed him the ball. They just didn't help him.
Yeah, but
they fed him the ball, but they didn't help him in Jacksonville.
I don't know. It takes a lot for a team to develop a good run option.
For everybody that doesn't, know,
Peterson is getting ready to go to the Bucks. He just signed to the Bucks.
Because he's hoping to get a ring on his way out, dog. And let's get real. That's Tom Brady there.
As far as your argument, like with Fournette and stuff, the thing is, look at it. What it is you get with a good quarterback, and it used to be you run the ball to set up the pass.
The
league is completely
flip-flop.
You pass
to
spread everybody out to run the ball.
It's become more of that.
Of course.
Definitely. These guys have gotten, they're more ripped, they're faster, they're bigger, they're stronger. It's not like,
It's the rules more than anything.
That's right, too. And you know what? In a good way, guys. In a good way. Because in a
lot
of ways. Yeah, I like it.
Think about it. Everybody plays fantasy football. Nobody's watching to see a 10-7 game.
Well, I don't know. I'm a defensive guy.
I know.
I watch football
I'm just
for
saying.
defense. So, all right. So, get into defense. Let me finish up this last little bit on the Giants info. So, team captain Logan Ryan is expected to come back this week. He had missed the last 2 weeks for COVID. Now, I guess he does have his COVID vaccines, but I don't know if it was contact tracing or something like that. But the team, per team rules, not the league, their team in New York, which I would expect in New York, not like Florida, their COVID restrictions are probably a little bit more intense. And he has to miss 10 days no matter what. And so because he did that, he should be back. But the guy that they had standing in for him, which was a DB, Julian Love, he didn't do too bad. So he had what did he have? He had 4 tackles, a half a sack, a fumble recovery in the 2 weeks he was gone. And, team captain Logan Ryan, he's got 72 tackles, 2 forced fumbles, and then alongside with them, Xavier McKinney he's been doing pretty good for them. He's one of the bright spots on their defense, where their D-line is terrible. And anyone don't know, I expect the run game to do good. And we'll get on that in a second.
Hey,
but what's up?
Logan Ryan, does he has how many? Does he have a few? I think it's for 3 negative tests in order to come back.
Well, that's just it. What I read in the article wasn't that it didn't matter on the negative test. The team contact traced him to someone who had a positive test. And so he got 10 days no matter what. Even though he tested negative, they go,
is he not vaccinated or
well,
what?
He is vaccinated.
So what's the point in that?
I don't know. I guess because some players on the team aren't vaccinated or something and they can't take chances. I have no idea.
Yeah,
he must have, you know what I'm thinking? He probably went out to some strip club, tossing some dollar bills, and they're like, yo, bro, we're getting 2 punishments. Number 1, COVID. Number 2, the hell you doing tossing dollar bills and around the neighborhood?
Yeah, the NFL is one of the strictest leagues in the US for COVID.
Yeah, but they've got it pretty well figured out, I think. They do good, and there's been people getting in trouble.
Bad way. I'm just saying.
No, yeah. Listen, and you see all those guys that were saying immunization shots. They got their immunizations. Yeah, I mean, like, no, because
who else besides Aaron Rodgers said that?
Antonio Brown just got in trouble for it.
Dude, he had a fake card.
He had a fake card.
That's
he turned in a fake card.
He said he
same
was
shit.
So
same shit.
But you got to look at the wordplay. Aaron Rodgers said immunize or whatever that word is.
Immunization.
Right.
It's a hard word to say.
So he was trying to not lie. He was trying to
I thought it was a pretty good slick move. So,
it's
real quick, last bit on the Giants. Their team statistics. They're averaging 90.8 yards rushing a game. They're averaging 226 passing yards per game
with Daniel Jones.
With Daniel Jones, that's right. That's right. And
it's a different animal.
And they're only getting 332.5 yards a game, which is not that great in today's NFL. A lot of teams. I mean, it's not a terrible number, and I've seen worse.
Know what are their scoring this year?
Okay, I got that. Their averaging scoring is, hold on, where was it? 18.6 a game.
And
that's
what's
their
defense
average.
Allowing?
Their defense is allowing, I had the stat. I didn't write that down, but I want to say it was just over 20 points a game.
That's a recipe for a bad season.
Not only that, this is one of the biggest recipes. Their third down conversions, only 36%. That's a killer right there. 36% of your third down conversions, you're in trouble.
Numbers like that usually get everybody looking at getting a new quarterback.
The New York
that to me is what tells about a quarterback more than anything. Not what you do on first, second down, all that stuff. Third down, when everybody knows you have to pass the ball 3rd and 6 or longer.
That's right.
Stuff like that.
That's
that
right.
comes down on the quarterback. And I know Daniel Jones has games where you're like, oh my God, this guy can actually play in this league.
He's got an arm, and the boy got wheels. He got wheels. He can run.
But he's like sneaky athletic.
Bucks last season too.
He did what?
I think the Giants beat the Bucks last season.
I don't remember. I can't remember last
I
season.
don't
I know
remember that.
Brent. For all those who don't know, Tonk always although he grew up in South Florida and was a great Dolphins fan, he also more
Grew up in St.
grew
Pete.
up grew up in St. Pete. That's where he hails from. He grew up a real big Tampa fan, and so the lucky bastard gets to get a fucking Super Bowl last year. The bastard. So one of these days I'll get mine, and he'll cheer me on. Just like in some ways I was happy for people in Tampa. But why's it got to be Tom? That's the only thing. Why'd it got to be Tom? If it was somebody else, I'd have
I like
rooted for
Florida
you,
to
Tampa.
win. I love Florida to win. Don't matter where it is.
Yeah,
I
I'll
mean,
bring the
I
trophy
like
back
Florida to
home.
win as
but
yeah, I'll root for almost any Florida team except for the Knowles.
I agree to that.
Yeah.
I'll agree to
As
that.
a Gator
Yeah.
fan.
Yep,
The only
I can
team.
do that.
I know,
But
bro. I know.
Maybe a Jags, maybe.
so I
Yeah.
mean, look, a lot of numbers you're giving out there. At the end of the day, is anybody really expecting this game? If this game comes down to the fourth quarter and we're looking at 6 minutes to go, and then it's not a 2-possession game, something went wrong.
I definitely think the Dolphins got this. They're on a 3 or 4 win streak right now.
They're on a 4-game win streak,
We're
and
on a 4-game
I
win streak, and we're trying to lead up to playing the Pats again.
yeah, that's at the end, bro. If we could cap it off all the way to beat the Pats come the end, that would be awesome.
Who's their head coach?
Who, the Patriots?
No, the Bucks. The Dolphins. What's his
Dolphins?
name?
Oh,
Yeah.
Flores, man. You got. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Brian Flores. He's I like him a lot too, and I also like a lot. I like our GM. Brandan has wishy-washiness on the GM, man, but I love.
There's
Chris
no wishy-washy. There's no wishy-washy.
There isn't. You don't.
I'm pretty solid
yeah,
on.
You
I
think
don't
he's
flop.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, look, and I will give him credit. This draft looks good so far. It might be the only thing that buys him some more time, but to me, it's not just the drafting. A lot of it was the free agency. A lot of it was.
What are you talking about? He picks up the best free agents. It's who sticks around. The coaching, bro. He brings guys in. Look at the guys the coach said no to. All those offensive linemen that we said no to are playing. Ted Karras, he's playing. What's the other guy that went to Las Vegas and is playing? They believe me, bro. I like Chris Greer, man. I think he's
I
got
know.
it on.
Flores is going to get another year though, and
Yeah.
well, not just that. Flores is going, I think, be here for a while. Greer is the one. I think he's probably bought himself another year. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I think all this comes down to, honestly, it's what Flores can do with this defense and Tua's progression.
No doubt. And I see in the chat board our friends over at Miami Sports Fanatics show. What's up, guys? I've been hollering at them recently. And he says here, Tua's solid in third down conversions, and he ain't no lie. Tua's solid all the way around. He's like every friggin' game you turn around. And granted,
my biggest fear has always been just him staying healthy.
That's
something that we're not going to be able to get. That's something that just time can tell.
That's right.
You can't come out in one game and be like, ball out and be like, oh, he's, the health thing's over with. No.
He's
getting the ball out so quick right now. Even
2.53 seconds. It's third fastest in the league or something like that.
Yeah,
or fourth fastest in the league. He's getting it out. And you know what though?
That's
huge. I said this at the end of last year and the beginning of this year, right after he got hurt. And I was like, once the game kind of slows down a little bit for this kid and he gets it figured out, he's young enough to be agile enough to bounce back from being a football player and move around. And once he gets the feel, it's over. The kid's got darts and he could toss that left-handed. He can hit it all over the place, man. And I mean, his numbers are very consistent. He's always like 31 of 36. 28
his game is going to translate very well with age.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a Lamar Jackson type of game where you're like, once this dude loses that step, and it's all on his arm, that's the worry with him. And I mean, honestly, Josh Allen, I know he's stopped running as much, but he still has that threat, that mess around and blitz me, and don't leave nobody there with everybody's back turned, and I will
Yeah.
rip 50 off on you real quick.
Believe me,
You know,
bro. That's my biggest fear when we go against those assholes is
I know.
literally him running the ball. Because once you finally got the back in and he starts
Yeah.
taking those chunks in the middle, it pisses me off. And he's
The
fast for a
backbreaker.
big dude. He's fat. He's fast for a big dude.
Yeah.
As far as just wrapping up a little bit on this Giants thing, guys, I wholeheartedly expect to win. I'll be pissed if we don't win against Mike Glennon and banged up Saquon Barkley. I mean, it's the keys to this victory are pretty simple. Do what got you here. Keep that defense with who knows what's coming. And I get it, this should be not dissimilar to the Jets Dolphins game with Flacco. Keep it under control. Yeah, it might hang tight a little bit here and there, but it'll never be out of control for the Dolphins. It'll always be them fighting back. And when they get desperate, when they will, it'll be 3rd and 9, and they need to get, closer to getting field goal range or something like that. That's when you put the hurt on them. That's when you bring the house. That's when you bring, Jones off the safety blitz and put Mike Glennon out of his freaking misery. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I think needs to happen around here.
Well, I see the Miami Sports Fanatic show is that true? We're ranked 9th right now in 3rd down conversions
I guess
42%, because that's an amazing stat. And that tells you I don't want to call it the dink and dunk offense that we're running, because it is a little bit more than that. We're kind of playing to who we have healthy and the personnel that's out there, because that's not what we thought starting the year. Like we thought we'd have Fuller out here, Parker,
I'm right here in the chat board,
Waddle. That's what we thought our off. So they've had to move it around, but the fact that we can run a play 1st and 10, pick up 3, 2nd and 7. Now you pick up another 2 to 4 yards. Now you're looking at 3rd and short. Keeping those 3rd and shorts are huge, because we've seen that last few games. How many times have we owned time of possession and go on these long 6, 7, 8, 9-minute drives?
Drains their defense, bro. It drains their defense. By the 4th quarter, they're hanging it up.
It keeps the other team's offense totally out of sync. It keeps them from getting any rhythm. If that defense
Patriots
comes
thing.
out, you've been sitting on the sideline for, let's say, 9 minutes of game time. Now you add in commercials and all that. You've been sitting over there for about 20, 22 minutes. You get on the field, this defense shuts you down. It's 3rd and out.
Yep.
And you're off the field again.
And
it's a killer recipe.
I kind of talked about. Go ahead, Brent.
Is Brian Flores is he a predominantly defensive coach?
Yeah.
Yes. Brian Flores made his bones as a defensive coach. And,
because that makes sense. I mean, I got the Dolphins by 10 on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, just like you're saying, like keeping the other players off the field. That's a really good strategy. It's almost a passive approach to winning.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Defense is all about aggressiveness, working together, and you know what I'm saying? Like, just the mentality of that. Offense it's the whole thing. It's like synchronized swimming. Everything has to be working together.
It's like a ballet.
And you mess that up.
Like a ballet
absolutely.
And stuff. Yeah.
And we
really
look at it. I mean, let's be honest. What's our best win of the season? It has to be that Ravens win, right?
Yeah, I would say because of how listen, the last win was fun as hell.
That was the best team we beat this year.
That was you mean the Ravens? Yeah, the Ravens were and listen, since that loss, they've been struggling. They've been struggling since then.
Yeah,
I'm looking at my guys here in the chat right now, and
it's crazy. It's like, so the Ravens are like starting to go bad, and then the Pats are starting to go good. And we beat both of them, but
the Patriots haven't changed ever, dog. They've been pretty damn consistent because they got a great coach. But I'm looking at the chat board over here, and they're talking about over at Miami Sports Fanatics show. He's saying having a healthy Parker will play our ability 50-50 balls turn into 80-20 balls. I agree completely. If Parker gets out there this weekend, he's gonna be. I love when Parker's healthy, as we all do.
When he's healthy, we all love it.
Well,
It's
that's
just
just
so
it.
frustrating that
It's
hamstring has
not.
been
I don't know why
jello.
everyone. I don't know why everyone gets frustrated when he's out because
It
he's
is
been
what
the
it
same
is.
guy. He's
Yeah,
been
he's
the same
proven
guy.
that.
When he's
No,
on the
it's
field,
frustrating.
he's a weapon.
It's frustrating because when he's on the field, you see so much promise. You see what he can be. You can see what the offense can turn into. And it's like as soon as you get that game, you're like, all right, we got this rolling. All of a sudden, he didn't take a hit. He wasn't running a go route and pulled up on his hammy in the middle of the game. You're just like, all of a sudden, Wednesday comes and the injury report comes out and he's hamstring. Questionable. And
So
that's the frustrating
But
part.
dude, when you're
Devontae
that
Parker-
big and that fast
Oh,
and
I
that
get it.
aggressive, dude, it's
He's
like
not-
driving
he's
a
not on the-
Ferrari. It's like
Yeah,
driving a
he's not-
Ferrari, man.
He's not on the injury list anymore, though.
I know he's
Yeah,
been
'cause he's coming
practicing
back
all
from
week.
IR.
He's been on IR and stuff like that. I fully expect to see Devontae do what Devontae does when he's playing on the field, and it's crazy because it's only like a half of football, but in that half of football, he'll put up 90 yards, a touchdown.
Well, I love
you
that he's
know.
going to get some play this week, and then we go into a bye week. So it's like, go ahead, take the sports car out of the garage.
Yep. Show
run
it off.
around, Yep.
Put it
and
back in the
then
garage and wax that bitch.
wax it up, and
Yeah,
then you know what I'm saying, like, and we'll see. I mean, look, I don't know if anybody can really expect him to finish out the season.
Yeah. I don't know. Listen, I've always really wanted to see it. I mean, man, this has been the thing, guys. We want to not just get to the playoffs because we've gotten to the playoffs once or twice over the last couple of years, but it seems like we always limped in there and we just get the dog shit beaten out of
We
us.
get a wild card game. We get stopped.
Yeah, and it's against the Steelers, and we're getting guys knocked out, and we're like, oh no. This team is doing what good teams do. Granted, we lost and dropped 7, so it's a fight to potentially get to the playoffs, and God willing, it'll happen. But if we get in the playoffs and we continue on this trajectory with the way this defense is playing, with Tua just dicing bitches up, if Parker gets healthy by some miracle, Will Fuller's hand starts getting better and he could get out there and just listen.
And honestly, there's not a lot of scary teams. I mean, look, we'll see what the Chiefs become at the end of the season. You know, we've got the Bills, which are still good. I know they haven't got it together, and the Ravens, but I mean, like, none of these teams strike fear. If you can get into the playoffs, I don't care if we play a 1 seed, 2 seed, or 3 seed. Like,
yeah,
I'm
not scared of no one.
No, me either.
We're playing playoff games right now. That's what we do. We're literally.
It's been playoff since 4 or 5 weeks ago.
That's exactly right.
Yeah,
because we were down the point. Remember talking about? We said, look, we lose one more, and it's over.
We have 5 games.
Falco.
I know. I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing anything.
Because you're just a guest on here, dog. It's Brandon and I on here. That's why. Sorry, dog. I can only make it mine, and then I made him the other one. Sorry, man. He's like, how can you see this crap? There's nobody talking. You guys are lying.
I'm like, why am I not getting this?
Yeah. I think this is going to be, I don't want to call it get right game because we've been getting right good.
No, we've been getting right.
So,
I think
this is the stay right game.
This is the game. Right. But I don't want us to look through them. Any given Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. Stay right. That means stay focused.
That's right.
Stay disciplined.
That's right.
Let's make sure we don't have any stupid penalty. Honestly, that's the only thing that can kill us is turnovers and dumb, terrible timing
Jesse
penalties.
Davis swinging on one, and then Austin Jackson giving up that terrible penalty. And it's like almost written in stone somewhere. Some freaking holy stone grails got it. Austin Jackson must get one or two penalties a game. He literally will give up a penalty
he's going to have 2 false starts, and he's going to have one terrible hold where he's going to basically choke slam somebody.
But then, I said this to Kadeem over at Go Time Dolphins. You notice what he does after that, man. If he gets a flag, the next play or two, someone's getting it in the mouth, bro. When he gets that flag, watch him next time, because the next play he gets to the second level and puts it right on somebody, dude. I've watched him the last couple of weeks.
Oh, I forgot to ask, is Dieter coming back for this game?
I don't know. There's a lot.
I started hearing something early in the week, and then I didn't hear anything else.
He's not on the list.
He's not on the IR report and stuff like that. So
No.
I don't know. I do.
Dieter.
I
It'd
do
be
know.
huge to have him back.
You know what? I do know that
He's
Cameron Tom did pretty decent last week when he came in for Austin Raiders. So
Yeah.
I'd like to see more of him. And he was so touted in the offseason. They were loving all over this guy. So
Yeah, I
hope,
remember.
it's kind of, and I hate to say like the Patriots, but let's get real. We hired a Patriots coach, a lot of this Patriot thing.
Yeah.
And to emulate what they did to have a dynasty, fine. I don't care, whatever. As long as I get me a couple Super Bowls and get the freaking bask in the glory of winning.
I think, yeah. I mean, I'm just happy with the playoff berth and maybe a playoff win.
No
let's
way,
start
dog.
there.
I want Super Bowls.
Let's start there. You have to start somewhere.
I want
Don't get ahead of yourself. I feel you.
I believe that we can win at least 3 of the next 5 games because I
got to win all of them.
I
gotta
don't
win them
all.
all. Listen, first of all, the Titans are the only game that scares me, and then it's the only game that does scare me because Derrick Henry could be back around that time. That's the only reason, bro.
Even though Jets got Joe Flacco, I didn't even know he played on the Jets until I was watching a game.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, that's where Joe Flacco is. Like, he disappeared. Like, he's not who he used to be.
Hey, listen, Joe Flacco getting paid, dog.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's that. Yeah, as soon as he was like one of the best in the game, and then they won the Super Bowl.
He had that cannon. I wouldn't call him best in the game. He had the best defense in the game, maybe, but
yeah,
he definitely had. He definitely could throw that cannon. He could throw that cannon for sure. That big bomb.
He threw it all over San Fran in that.
Every time I think of him,
ain't no bullshit. That second half was amazing.
No.
That second half in the Super Bowl, he looked damn good.
See, everybody remembers that. My biggest memory of him was getting his head taken off his shoulders by what was that? Kiko.
And that guy on something means or something like that.
Yeah.
He does like the audio thing.
Commentator,
Commentator, he's like, oh, look at him. He's like a fucking fighter pilot. He took his head off. Oh my God. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Because the Saints, they're not doing good right
now.
No. Their quarterback threw like 4 interceptions last night.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not shook on no Saints.
And I'm not game.
I'm not shook on no Tannehill, and I agree. We know what Tannehill is. He needs everything to be the best Tannehill he could be. It's just Derrick Henry that I worry about, because if he comes back and he's a little bit better, and then he's Derrick Henry with fresh legs because he's been resting, that's the only thing I worry about going against that.
Well, like Miami Sports Fanatic said, it's exactly how I feel. Tannehill does not scare me. We've seen it when he doesn't have Henry. And if Henry does come back, you almost have to give him the benefit of the doubt that, he may not be 100%, full strength. He may not be in rhythm, but he's still 250 pounds and angry, but that's not even enough.
He's a freak of nature, bro.
He's a freak. He always been a freak.
He's a freak of nature.
The Titans game doesn't scare me. The Saints game doesn't scare me. That Patriots game, we'll see how it goes. The only thing that scares me is we done got our one win. And you know how it is. It doesn't matter how good we are or how good they are.
We always split. We always split. And this is the year we get the devil.
Momentum now.
This is the year we get the devil. If it comes down to the Dolphins Patriots win-in scenario, I got to drop everything and I'm going to the game. I got to make
it. May be a win and we're in the playoffs, or it may be a win and they're the 1 seed. How crazy would that be?
That would piss me off, because then I don't care if we don't get to the playoffs. We got to stop them. I don't care.
So it's going to be.
But they got a loss. They've already lost one to us. So if we can, swap, keep it top. I don't think the Bills are giving up the 1 seed for the division, Brandon. I think the Bills, I know they're slipping right now.
Well, no, Monday, right? They play Monday night. Isn't that this week?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be someone that loses. I think the Patriots are going to lose that game. And on Sunday, Brandon, we'll get on, and just everybody who's watching, Sunday in the morning, before the games get going, hopefully right around 11:30, Brandan and I are going to get on. We're going to roll through all our bets. We're going to roll through what's going on. Soon, when things get worked out. Well, you're on the West Coast, so you guys be, eating some moons over my hammy or something, trying to get ready to watch some football. But we're going to idea is to, the live betting is where the edge is at, because
I agree.
they give you the best odds on the live betting. And I'm not saying
Yep.
it's free money, but it's definitely, if you're gonna bet, it's how you make good money.
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, what was it last night's game? The Oklahoma City Thunder played Memphis, set an all-time NBA record. They lost by 73 points. There was a live bet line that you could take Memphis minus 70.5 points in a game. Never thought I would see that in an NBA game. But not just that, like you said, look at the Florida Panthers this year.
Yeah.
They go down 3-1 like every fucking game.
They do, and it was
storm
against
back.
what's it called last week, and then they gave them in the final period. They
did it against the Sabres, and they did it against
Sabres.
the Caps.
Dude,
this back-to-back games, dude.
The Sabres, they were down, and they gave you a goal and a half.
Yeah,
I'll take that money. I'll take that money.
I saw on the live bet, I believe at one point when it was 3-1 yesterday, it was, I think you could get in somewhere in the second period, I believe it was, you could live bet the Panthers just a straight up win, and it was at like fucking plus 450 or something, which is just, that's cleaning up.
It's definitely, and that's where we want to get to, where,
the edge with the live game. Yeah.
Yep. We want to be able to call the game, and Brandon's going to be here, and we'll have Tonk on with me, and him and I'll be, bullshitting on the game, and Brandon's going to be there keeping us on the line with his pulse on the hand of the bets, on the live bets. And I could be watching the game like, well, let's make that bet right now. Let's make that bet right now. This is what's going to happen, or whatever. And I'm looking over here at Miami Sports Fanatics, and I mean, bro, if all three teams in the AFC East makes it, I would rather the Dolphins made it and the other ones didn't. But in some way, I take pride that the AFC East would be all over in the playoffs, because
it would be great.
It would be good to send the message that the AFC East is the big dogs in the division, because they've always been. I mean, the Super Bowl went through, it went through New England for years, and then for so many years, to your road to win to the Super Bowl, you had to go through the Dolphins. It's always been
Buffalo
one of the hardest
to run in the
80s and late 80s and stuff, and 90s. It's always been a real difficult division. I mean, for other teams,
like it was like
Jets had their glory at times as well, when the Patriots weren't even in the division.
Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway Joe. That was the last time they had anything.
That was it. They went, now he's doing AARP commercials.
He's right. They did.
Shit.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mark Sanchez.
Yeah, but Pooper,
that defense did it.
That was the D.
That was the defense.
It was their head coach.
It was all Rex Ryan, foot lover.
That was. Yeah, that was his defense that carried that team, honestly, and
it really was, man.
But it wasn't sustained.
No, it wasn't. It was a flash in the pan. It was fun to watch for Jets fans, I'm sure. Fuck Jets fans. How about that? I'm getting ready to go see the Jets fans in 3 weeks. I'm gonna be out there. What's up, Jets fans? You suck. All in good fun. I ain't gonna be an asshole. Well, I'll be kind of an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Within reason.
Yeah. I'll be. Listen, I'll be bringing a Jets fan with me potentially. Russell. I mean, he's the man. So he's cool.
He might be coming.
Listen, he's gone to a couple. Every time me and my dad have gone to watch the Dolphins versus the Jets, Russell's come with us. So I don't see why this would be any different. So
I don't remember Russell.
You don't know Russell. You haven't met him. It's my dad's friend. But I really want to get this podcast kicking, where we're watching the game live, calling the game live, so people can see and stuff like that. But Brandon's going to be handling the betting, and he'll have it accessed, and he can be like, "Hey, man, this new."
So what are we gonna do Sunday? About 11:30?
I'm thinking Sunday at 11:30. We'll get on. We'll
What
go
time
over
is the game? Oh,
the
so
game's at
1.
game's a 1
1,
o'clock
yeah,
start.
right.
Yeah, so we want to get on.
11:30.
Well,
Prep
we'll
everything.
hook up at 11:30, and
Yeah.
then we'll probably go live around noon, maybe a little bit after, because it
It'll
takes
be
a
a
while.
short.
Well,
It'll be
no,
a
I
short show.
don't know how short it will be. It might run, about an hour, but we'll try to get a whole hour in so we can go over the bets, some of the prop bets. We'll figure it in, and then after the game, we'll probably do a post game. Maybe I'll just do it because Brandon will be watching all the other stuff, and
I'm
then
probably gonna have
maybe,
a good buzz going if we win.
yeah, Brandon will be half shot
5
in
in a
the
row.
ass. Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have to figure out how to get on later in the evening, go over the bets, how we did, how people did, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm looking at over here right now. What'd you say? Yeah, I want to do live. I might try
Yeah.
it live during the game. I realize that that's a real good way to help people find us, because that's when people are looking for it the most. And
I like a little 10-minute pop in for halftime.
I really,
Assess
what,
the
Brandon?
situation.
Maybe we really should try to do the live this weekend, because there's a bye week next week,
Yep.
and then the following week I plan to go live at the stadium. I plan to
Yep.
be there at the stadium.
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
have
hard
people
for
come
both of
up.
us to do it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to do it during the game. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
at the stadium.
Yeah.
So
Then I'll host it.
there you go. I'll have him on. He'll be talking to people. Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm just
Yep.
messing with you, brother. You got to do that. Brent, do the weird wave you used to do when you were younger, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
You know.
Oh man, you know which one. No.
You
When
don't
you
know,
would-
Brandon. You didn't even know us until 10 years ago.
I'm just saying that look on your face says you know.
Oh,
Nah, I'm just saying we'd make fun of people. All right, so let's go ahead and try to bring this video to an end.
All right.
I'm thinking that I'm thinking this game, I don't want to call it a win, but it should be a win. There's just, I can't
No.
fathom an idea where Mike Glennon
it's a
comes
win.
out with a victory with this. So this team in this bye week is really going to be sitting on cloud 9. We should come out that next week at home against the Jets and put the beat down on their ass, and I'm going to be there for it. And now we're strolling in to the last quarter of the season and literally, make it happen. Hold on, what's that say?
Oh, so I can't see it then.
Oh, because I'm popping it up and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you
All
do
right.
have to listen. If you're going to be at that game, we need you to
Yeah,
definitely give the feel of the crowd, the environment.
Oh, no,
look, it's Jets hate week. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna try to get the GoPro figured out to bring it around to do a little commerce, but I'm not gonna be able to do so much of that because
They might
I'm gonna
not let
set up
anything like that.
bullshit. Tell me who's gonna stop
Dude,
me.
I've tried to get in with a camera holder before, and they
Not in the field. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I ain't filming the game. I'm there watching it. Fuck that.
Right.
I paid money to sit in this stadium. I ain't here filming it. As a matter of fact, I don't want no one seeing how I get.
You're on a podcast.
Yeah, whatever. What I do want to do is I want to meet a bunch of people. I'm gonna have, I'm gonna be bringing a grill, big ass grill. I'm bringing my boy Mike. He makes grills, badass
Yeah, he
grills.
does.
You guys will be able to see him. He's gonna try. This is one that he hasn't have ready. I'm getting a custom one made, a Dolphins tailgate grill. It's gonna look badass. But this is gonna be one he's gonna try to put together. And finish up. It still needs the paint. He's waiting on the paint to come in. But if he can get this one to get to go, maybe someone wants to buy it while we're there. But we're gonna be smoking out of this bad boy. We're gonna get there early. If you guys want a hot dog, a hamburger, I don't know. Maybe we'll get a pork butt. Maybe we'll get crazy. come by, say hi. I'm going to bring the mic. I'm going to bring the computer. I'm going to bring all this stuff. Happy to meet some people, do a little commerce in. I'm trying to get this guy around the corner. I'm going to probably have some stickers to try to hand out to some people so you guys can have something from the show. And just let me know who you are. Let me know what's going on, man. Tell me, follow me on Twitter, follow the show on Facebook, follow all the stuff. You can find all of, any social media site except for the ones I can't seem to figure out just yet. Look for the Fins Tailgate. You guys should be able to find me. If you're at the game, you're definitely going to be able to find me because I'm going to be there with my family, and there's no friggin' way you can't hear us. I don't care how many people are there. We're just that kind of loud. So, definitely come by and say hi.
Yep. And I want to add real quick. I know it's obviously not Dolphins related, but knowing the history of Chris Greer and the Dolphins in general, I think everybody needs to pay attention to that Georgia-Bama game tomorrow. There's going to be loaded with NFL talent, obviously, all over the field. And you just never know. There's a lot of good
Oh, look at that. Everybody was sick of hearing
good
Brandon
ones.
anyhow. Oh, never mind. Brandon, you're breaking up, bud.
I'm breaking up.
Oh, there you go. You're better now. What were you saying?
Yes, I said I know that it's not Dolphins related, but I think it could be, knowing the history of Chris Greer and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Watch the Georgia Bama game.
Mm.
A lot of NFL players on the field tomorrow. A lot of good defensive tackles, corners, receivers, just everything you would expect. And interesting game, but you never know. Going off of history, like I said, there's probably a good chance a player or two you're going to see tomorrow is going to be on our team come April.
It's definitely the best conference championship tomorrow.
Yeah, every year. I mean, it's the one that produces the most NFL players, the most national championships. I mean, let's not kid ourselves. Clemson's good in the ACC, and everybody's got their little run. Ohio State's got their cute little thing going up here and up north, but football
No, they don't.
lives and breathes and everything. It's religion in the South, and it always has been and always will be that way from now on. So, but like I said, let's watch the game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a pretty good game.
Not tomorrow. Oh, you're talking about that game. Sorry, brother.
Yes, the Georgia Bama game. So, like I said, tune into it. Let's see what happens, and like I said, look to see we might have some future players out there. So, check in for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to miss it because I'm gonna be busy working all day tomorrow. But I know Brandon's gonna watch it, and I know Brent, you love watching college, brother. So, but as this show grows, we plan to try to connect all these things. We're gonna try to do it all. As you guys can see, I have no shortage of people who have different perspectives. And when I made this show, I made it with an idea to do something that I love, but it wasn't just for something for me. I didn't put all this together on an idea. My friends over at Good Time Dolphins, I heard them. I reached out to them. They brought me on their show, and I felt very grateful for it. And it, gave me a platform to find my voice to do this stuff. And anyone who thinks about doing something like this or anything, just like my boy Tonk over here, he raps. Guys, go follow him on Twitter and stuff like that. Check his shit out. You'll like it.
Instagram.
But Instagram, sorry, brother. That's right. You told me to check it on Instagram. My point is that I want to do this because I want to meet some cool people and go and freaking talk Dolphin shit, and other people who love sports teams. I don't, in the off season,
more than just Dolphins. We're gonna be talking all sports,
everything, man.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I mean, the football ain't year round, so in the time when it's done,
we got hockey.
Yes,
cracking up here. I want to go to a couple of those games. I went to 5 Mariners games this year, so we've been talking baseball.
Yes, see,
Whenever a Florida team comes up here to play, I go to the
oh no,
game.
he's there. Yeah, basketball, anything.
Game, every team that's come up here from Florida, I've gone to the game so far.
Yeah,
So,
my boy represents it right up there, and for Florida, he knows that there ain't a lot of Florida fans up there, so he's one of the only ones there.
All the heckling and all the
do you get all the shit or what, bro?
Dude, man, when the Bucks came up here and played the Seahawks, oh my gosh, people were like, "Do you know what game you're at?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I'm at the game of beating your ass, bro. Get out my face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Actually, Tonk is gonna work on some kind of song to put for the show at one point in time. We already spoke about this. We're still working the kinks out and shit.
Who said that?
It's the guys over at Miami Sports Fanatics show.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I can do it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he's I've got my brother. He's making not Brandon, my other, and he's making a video that I'm gonna put out. We're just spitballing here, guys. We're throwing shit against the wall, as you can see. There's a lot of knowledge up here. I've got a couple of ideas of how I want it to come out, and we'll flesh this shit out, and who knows, it'll be something with a lot of moving pieces. Sometimes it'll just be me. Sometimes it'll be 10 mofos on here, and there'll be so much talking. My whole job will be to mute people, and that's okay, because I want people.
We'll bring in fans too.
That's what I want. I want people to come here. I want them to find their voice, like I found mine, because there's listen, I've had a voice. It's just a way to have it, and it's a good thing, man. It's a good way to express yourself for good fun, good reasons, with good people, and even better, we get to go and meet and party down at the Finn's tailgate. Friggin' tailgate party. It never stops. This tailgate party, and it ain't just gonna be in this studio I have here. It's gonna be on the field,
all up in
getting it how you live, all up in your shit, bruh. What you gonna do? And I see you guys up in Hialeah. You know what I'm saying? Born in West Palm, born in Lake Worth, born in what? Jacksonville, Brandon? You were born in Georgia?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you freaking Georgia.
Shouldn't have told nobody.
You should have kept that to yourself.
Yeah.
What you were born there and your mom dragged her?
In the Smoky Mountains of Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
The weed smoking mountains, bro.
It's probably legal there by now.
I don't know. Go to Georgia. It stinks. So it does. I don't care. It stinks, bro. I like to go to, things, but every time I go in South Georgia, it smells like slaughtered pigs up there, man. And I mean, that's what they're doing. I don't care. All right, guys. That's it for today. Sorry for the, sorry, Georgia. I didn't mean to shit on your parade, but whatever. you guys know it smells, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's a fan. Don't even worry about it.
Whatever, Miami, nothing, dog. Miami Dolphins. Hurricane it up too. What are you gonna do? All right, listen, Hurricane's fitting to get Mario, Brando. What do you think?
I mean, he got his ass whooped again tonight by Utah again, bro.
Listen.
I just heard today that Phil Knight basically wrote a big check. They put a contract in front of him. It's gonna be up there with that 10-year, somewhere between $80 and $100 million. They ain't letting him go.
Those contracts suck.
Whatever. No contracts.
But I'll sign it.
I would sign it. I'll take it. Give me $100 million. I'll sign it. I'll be your dancing monkey. I'll lose football games, whatever you need me to do. Give me $100 million. I got you, dog. All right, man. That's it, guys. Catch us next time on the Finn's Tailgate. We're definitely going to be here Sunday morning. Keep an eye out. Brandon and the bookie and I got some shit to do. We'll try to get Tonk back on here. We got other people coming. We're going to be rotating people in and out. We're going to have a good time. Come and see me.
Thanks for listening.
I'll give you guys more details next week in the bye week about where I'm going to be, what we got going on at the friggin' game on for the Jets. So let's go Dolphins. Let's win this game. Take care, everybody. And, keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on.